All right. Hello, everyone. So this is the video walkthrough for the creating a community assignment. First of all, at the end of the day, the deliverable for this assignment is a link to a Google slide. There is a template here of which you can make a copy and edit. This is an ideation assignment. Context for it would be that to introduce concepts surrounding managing an online community, we will be using a platform called Mighty Networks. Each student will create a free account with Mighty Networks. You are not required to create the free account to complete this assignment, but if you want to work ahead, you are welcome to do that. Some might know what Mighty Networks is. It's a little bit similar to Discord. More people might know what that one is. But Mighty Networks is an online platform designed to help creators and brands build and monetize communities by integrating features such as memberships, online courses, events, and content sharing under one umbrella. It offers customizable spaces called Spaces, allowing hosts to tailor the community experience with various tools like feeds, chats, events, and courses. The platform emphasizes mobile accessibility, providing native apps for iOS and Android to enhance user engagement. So I'd recommend, ultimately, when we do get into Mighty Networks, downloading the mobile app. You might even do all of your editing on there. So specifically for this assignment, the two things we're going to really want to focus on is what is a collection and what is a space. A collection is used to group and organize multiple related spaces within Mighty Networks, while a space is a customizable area where community members can interact, access content, and engage with features like courses, events, and discussions. Okay, so I will in a second show you really good examples of what that looks like in Mighty Networks. But ultimately for this assignment, what we're going to do is, this is the ideation phase for an online community. Here we will be planning ahead before we build our future Mighty Networks accounts. We will determine a collection, name and description, as well as 6 spaces to associate with that collection. Okay, so real quick link to the template. First of all, I want to do make a copy, entire presentation. Okay, so when I have this, I would change it to my name. I will put a collection name and collection description. I'll give you examples here in a second. And then spaces, 6 spaces to associate with that collection. Space 1, description and engagement strategy. How would we have the people in the community stay engaged? So I'll come back to this, but I want to show you an example of what this looks like in Mighty Networks. So this is a Mighty Networks that we created last semester in digital tech. Over here on the left, these, where it says general, clubs, campus clubs and organizations, personal and professional development, and entrepreneurial fundamentals, these are our collections. Okay, so I'll go down to this collection. What we see here within the collections are our spaces. And if I click this drop-down menu, it will show us the spaces here as well. So for the collection that is named campus clubs and organizations, we have an event calendar, a club directory, opportunities and growth, resource library, monthly spotlight, and volunteer opportunities. If I click into any one of these, we'll actually see posts that students made last semester. And I'll show you a couple more. So I click up, and then personal professional development. Here's the second collection that we had, and 6 spaces associated with that collection. And then last one, entrepreneurial fundamentals, and the 6 spaces associated with that collection. Okay, so what happens here is with these collections and spaces is the collection is kind of like, I'll use that term umbrella again. It's the bigger concept, like campus clubs and organizations. And then what are the campus clubs and organization spaces? They are the event calendar, club directory, opportunities and growth. Similarly, personal and professional development, and this is the big idea, right? That's the collection. And then within that, membership programs, networking events, mental health initiatives, health and wellness program. What would be valuable, right, to people within whatever the larger concept is? So I'll do the easy one first. If I do create a collection, it just is the name and taglines and visibility. That's all we really need to do when we're creating a collection at the beginning, okay? And then when we're creating a space, this is where you want to watch this, because this will give you ideas when you're actually creating your description of your space and your engagement strategy. The types of spaces is like a chat, a feed, a cohort course, a content-only course, a challenge event, a page, a resource library, and build your own. There's also options to build your own. I think you can even copy code, like if you had like part of a website or app like built out somewhere else. But most common is like chat, and that's kind of be like, chat, and that's going to be like your blog, kind of like a Reddit or subreddit kind of thing. And then feed is going to be that more kind of like a social media, right? Challenge event page is kind of like a landing page. Resource library, if you have like a lot of links that take people places. So you can think about all those different things. Ultimately, we are going to like build our collection and our spaces in Mighty Networks, but for this assignment, it's just ideation on what we would want to actually build. Okay. So once again, you build this collection name, spaces, space 2, space 3, space 4, all the way through space 6, a description and engagement strategy. And again, by engagement strategy, it means like if it is a chat, it could be like every 24 hours we're going to post a new topic. Or if it is a feed, every 24 hours we're going to post a new picture or video. If it's events, it could be simply that we're going to send updates concerning upcoming events via the space. And so forth. Those are like options of different engagement strategies. You're also more than welcome to use ChatGPT to help you develop and ideate here. And I would recommend using ChatGPT as well. The students, certainly when coming up with this, you can actually kind of tell, like when I go to the events calendar, this one's less obvious. Some of them are obviously that was made with ChatGPT, and the image generation is a little bit better now than it was last spring, last fall rather. So, pretty cool. That is this specifically here is the idea for this assignment. Okay, and then when you're ready, you submit it to the website URL submission link here, submission input here. Okay. As always, if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to reach out. There will be more information regarding like creating an account and setup in Mighty Networks in the video for next week for the assignment that is titled Mighty Networks Entrepreneur Challenge. Okay, but I gotta let you go. Please reach out if you need any help with this assignment. I am very happy to help. And again, use ChatGPT when you're coming up with your ideas for your collection and your spaces. And always keep in the back of your mind, like if this is valuable enough to people, if they'd actually use it. And think about like personally, like if you would use it, if you fall into the target audience. Okay, but I gotta let you go. If you have any other thoughts or questions at all, please feel free to reach out. Okay, all right, bye.